it occurs to me, and this isn't something that, I show really, because I start the recordings, just like on the black screen, but, it says, when I load up the file, it says, like, now loading, and then it says, or finished loading, and then it says now loading, or has a black screen, now loading. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, man. I just did a lot of recording. Was I hyping up this fight? Like, hey, this might actually be the time that we beat the Robo Assassin guys. It could happen. I mean, it could literally happen anytime, but it technically could. Yeah, I've been recording 2064 read-only memories, and God, dude, that game, I don't know, there was some weird-ass drama with it, I think. I don't know, and I don't care, because it's a really well-written story. I think it's got a lot of interesting, real characters, or realistic characters, It's great. The problem with my playthrough, I'll just warn you, it's, the problem with it is that I don't know, my commentary is probably the spottiest thing. I mean, it's a great story, and I think if it was a commentary less playthrough, well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't mind, like, commentary, like, no commentary playthroughs. Those are fine. Especially if you're trying to, like, enjoy the game as pure as possible, but that's not necessarily what I'm trying to go for. If you're trying to enjoy the game as pure as possible, I mean, I know that, especially with, older games, it's not necessarily possible to just be like, well, yeah, no, just go play the fucking game. Just go buy the game. Like, what the hell? That's not always possible, obviously. 2064 is on Steam. is a pretty fair point. But, I mean, even some people can't just, are just not going to buy a game unless they're really, really wanting to get into it. But that is definitely a game. I mean, I want to have my main playthroughs be things that, like, you have played the game and you are reminiscing over it. And maybe, I mean, okay, of course there will be people who watch it and, that's the only way they experience the playthrough. And maybe my commentary adds some insightful things. Yeah, that's my personal opinion on how I want to do my personal philosophy on Let's Plays. If you want to call it Let's Plays. I don't know if maybe there's a better terminology. Play-alongs. Let's Plays or play-alongs? Playlets? No, that's stupid. Okay, so I had things I was gonna do. Oh, wasn't I... Oh, Jurong has been lost. Okay, that's a thing I'm going to have to remember. Wasn't I like, hey, I'm gonna donate stuff, and then... I might have, but I might have also not. I don't know. Jeez. Sorry if I'm also a bit scattered. It's just... I don't know. I recorded a lot of read-only memories. Because again, it's a great game. The story. I think if there's any one complaint I would have about it... some of the dialogue options feel like you've got the good, the bad, and the ugly. and that's it. And then, even then, well, I mean, always, sometimes when you have a text-based thing, well, anytime really, you maybe say something and you're kind of expecting a bit more sarcasm than is actually given, my biggest problem is that, as far as I know, there are no asexual characters, and as an asexual, I might be a little biased in this. I will not deny that is technically true, but I think it's fair to say that I can say I want asexual representation, and I don't have to lead with in movies, in games, in shows. I can just say I want asexual representation and pretty concretely mean it. Not more, just period. There is some, of course. There's some good stuff, but it's just not enough in the forefront, and as a game, that has, and I guess it doesn't necessarily cover too much about, like, sexuality specifically, but definitely identity, that's a big ass part about it, huge ass part about it, but, it's a super important thing. It's like, God. Also, it has one of the fucking most bomb-ass soundtracks, I think, ever. Like, look, I was praising Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and I think I would probably still have to give it... Well, okay. The best soundtrack is subjective. Right? Because, I mean, you compare Moonlight Sonata to Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, that's not a fair comparison. Those two songs are trying to, like, evoke two completely different emotions. How in the hell can you, like, objectively say that this one is better than this other one? I don't, like, So I don't want to dance on the tips and needles, or dance on needleheads or whatever. Dance on pinheads, excuse me. But God, the main theme in particular, the 2064 theme, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think, like, honestly, all of the remixes, well, okay, maybe not all of the remixes, but I think it's definitely a case where the original is the best. It's just like, I don't know. This is just... Again, scattered thoughts. How the hell am I gonna even have conversation pieces later in this? I don't know, man. I think at this point, I don't know why I don't just I just lead with that. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be talking about. I will say though, if I could like, I don't know, I've probably been recording for like 8 hours, I guess, probably. Okay, not 8 hours. 6 hours. And then, well, this is probably going to be 7, actually. Yeah. If I could do this, like... Actually, did I say 6 hours? I said 6 hours. Okay. Yeah. If I could flip in... I need to get ahead. And get a bit more of a schedule down. I think.